family. How are you doing today? Well, I am making a painting right now, and I also wanted to share some thoughts and make a video for you guys basically. So I just hopped onto it. For those who you are new to my channel or my videos, I am Meghma and I am an ego alchemy coach. I help people who are going through their spiritual awakening to understand that process, the transformation, and to embrace that and align themselves to their authenticity, to their true self, to the sovereignty and power. Okay, yeah, that's my jam, that's my passion. Today I'm really feeling the Mars, Aries, fiery energy, beautiful, and I wanted to share that with you. So I'm working on my painting, and I wanted to talk about the movie Matrix, and basically talk about the movie Matrix and use it as an example to introduce the idea of what is this AI Matrix. Because there is saying, the Matrix is not a movie, not a science fiction movie, it's a documentary. So what all that means, and how scary it is, what should we do about it, how do we stay in it, how do we escape the Matrix. So I'm gonna try and summarize all that in this video. So in the movie Matrix, what you saw was the humans were plugged into this artificial system where you are basically dreaming about having a life, where you have a name, an identity, a job, a family, responsibilities, bills and obligation, expectations to be in a certain way and stuff, and you are involved in all that, and that is basically what the AI Matrix is. That false structures or false narratives that are imposed upon us to follow, to exceed, to live up to, is what the AI Matrix is about. So how does this work in real life? Is basically we as a humans for generations have agreed to certain systems which are man-made. It was not natural, did not like grow out of the ground like a fruit does, and we are like, okay, this is edible, we all as humans should agree that we should eat it. No, it was not like that. It was like some people who were very smart or something got together and they'll build a system to keep people in line, to tell them what to do and how to spend their life, what insurance to buy, and how to keep themselves safe, their family safe, and how important it is to have children, and all that, and keep them really busy in their life, and build and we have to do it in a way that they all agree to it, that it's in their best interest. And we agree to certain things, and we love this luxury with this, like, not having to really figure out what do we want, who am I here to become, and go on to that existential process, which is very important for individuals to go through in order to understand life and live life to the fullest and break out the cycles of karma and all that. But we don't see that, because the system is like, this is better, this is comfortable, you just get to live the life you want, and whatever. So we are agreeing to this one stuff, and that what means the matrix. Okay, it's a mental matrix, it's an unsaid agreement. Maybe right now it seems like, oh please, money is not a mental matrix, it's pretty much out there. But a lot of generations ago, some people really got into a place and agreed, let's start this, and maybe they had the best, and I'm sure they had the best interest in their hearts. Most often things start like that, but they had no idea how far this would spread, how the control would spread, the separation would spread, how the class and economy would divide people and pitch them against each other. It was not possible to know that before everything happened. So my point is, at some point this artificial agreed system was made up, and for generations and millennia it was agreed upon to live like that. Okay, and until the current generation is like, whoa, if we go like this, either human society will collapse, people will burn out and go crazy. The planet is already dying, so we have to unplug from this system structures, which is now referred to as the artificial intelligent matrix, because it's not organic. The whole thing is made up. And we as humans have been so used to that AI matrix that sometimes when we look at nature and see the amazing flowers and animals and possibilities, we think that is made up. How deep. This is just crazy, okay? But it's true, like, if you think about it. We take a person from a city who is involved in doing his 9 to 5 job every day, and take him and throw him in, don't throw him, like take him for a camping or a hike into some distance mountain. Either he will lack the entire capacity to appreciate nature, or he will be like totally mind blown with what nature has to show and offer and how amazing it is, because we are so we think the AI matrix, the system structures that we have agreed upon for quite some years, is the ultimate truth, because we were born into it. The thing was just already plugged into us when we came into our senses. So that's what we think life is about, the whole truth. So the movie Matrix also talks about waking up from this reality, from the AI matrix. I want to address in this video, fine, we wake up from the AI matrix, but what I escape from the AI matrix, what do I latch on to? How do I, what's next? So matrix is again an agreed thought form between the entire human collective. The AI matrix is believing and agreeing war is just a thing. It happens every few half a century or so, and kind of brings bad times, so bad for the people who get caught up in it. I'm so sorry about them. But as a collective, as a whole species, we have agreed throwing bombs at each other is okay for whatever reason. And yes, there is history, there is things, but come on, unplugging from the AI matrix and realizing that we are actually part of a bigger matrix, a bigger consciousness, and not just this artificial thing that humans agreed upon, because aise hi hota aa raha hai, this is how it has always been. But yeah, we are part of a larger consciousness, the consciousness of the planet. The thing that made possible of this different species being out there, that made us possible, we are part of that. And the whole escaping the matrix is about trying to understand how to unplug from those systems, and this has nothing to do with technology. Technology is organic, by the way. Technology itself is organic because the genius, the ideas, the inspiration was through human intelligence, which is organic intelligence, which is the entire the super consciousness and all that. So technology is a part of us, but the matrix would be using that technology to keep people hooked into AI virtual realities, to keep hook them into fake trends and cultures, and really keeping them distracted from finding who they are really deep inside, who you are actually. So that's the purpose of the artificial intelligence matrix, AI matrix. If you have come across these terms apart from the movie Matrix, this is what it's referring to. And the way to unplug that, escape that, is just to understand, fall back and observe ourselves as a part of nature. Sometimes I feel humans live like creatures in the zoo. They have created a zoo, a circus for themselves. and trapped themselves inside that circus, and now they're looking out with their self-made cages into the wild in the nature. Oh my god, the wind is so good outside, the sky is so blue, but I am trapped inside this circus. The whole process, what I'm trying to say to this video is to learn how we act as that bigger part of consciousness by expressing our intelligence, by expressing our empathy, by connecting with nature and understanding nature as a whole living organism, and really understanding ourselves, the part of nature. We have been living in concrete houses, boxes, structures for too long, so long that we have forgotten we are wild species. We are human beings, natural. I'm not saying go out and run naked in the society to prove a point. That's not what I mean. I'm not saying disrupt this whole thing that we have built together. It has a purpose, it has a place, but let that not make you forget that you are part of a bigger whole, a grander scheme of things, God consciousness. You're part of that what makes flower blooms. You are part of that, of the ideas and stuff that you have inspiration of had. What is that the thing that is making that flower bloom is the same thing that is coming inside you as inspiration to live, to wake up another day, to try a different thing. That's what we have to agree on and build a new matrix, new earth, new earth out of that, by agreeing like this is what life's about now. Taxes are so old school. And I'm sure you're watching this. If you are, and if you think you kind of helped you to understand the matrix and how we are related to it, how to escape it, how to unplug from it, and how to embrace this new matrix of new earth, of singularity, of universal unity consciousness. If this helped a little bit, so yeah, please like, comment, subscribe, share, follow me on my Instagram, check out my website, the drill, show me some love, and I'll see you next time. I'm so grateful for you guys and so happy. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a great week. I hope the editing went well, because this was the whole new candid video that I went about, and just wanted to share to see how that works. It's part of the creative process. I hope you liked it. If you did, please let me know, because I am going to be super nervous while posting this.